Welcome back to the Av Attack. I'm your host, Prescott Chambers. The Avalanche close out the road trip with a statement for Hockeytown in this game 53 of 82 in Detroit, Michigan against the Red Wings. The Avs are most recently off a back-to-back in which they lost both games, and this is the final of a 4-game road trip before they head back to Ball Arena, where they played 2 games before the start of the Olympic break. The Red Wings have been turning it around this season and sit with a record of 32-17-6 heading into this game. Their last game was a shootout loss to the Caps, but not before they came back by 2 goals in the final 2 minutes of regulation. We get to see EJ in full professional commentator mode, as this broadcast was on ESPN, and he signed a recent contract with them to commentate hockey. Devon Taves is now day-to-day. We might see him return before the start of the break, but I have a sneaking suspicion that he may wait till we're back from the Olympics if he doesn't end up playing in them himself. And apparently, Marty Necas was out due to a lower body injury, but wasn't listed, so maybe it was just for a single game. I'm not completely sure. What do I know? Starting goalies were John Gibson, who is having a solid first season with the Red Wings, and Mackenzie Blackwood, of course. Period 1, this one has a pretty quick start with both teams getting right into it. At 6:44 on a rush, Brent Burns goes top shelf on Gibson, assisted by Nathan Mackinnon and Valeri Nichushkin to put the Avs on the board first, 1-0. This goal ties Brent Burns with Bobby Orr for most goals by a defenseman at 270 and gets Nathan Mackinnon his 699th career assist. At 7:31, Josh Manson gets sent to the box for holding, giving the Wings their first power play. Colorado does a good job to kill this one. Then at 10:03, the Nate Dogg absolutely snipes one past Gibson, posting in with a wrister from the point. The assist from Arturi Lehkonen on that one. It was just huge. Biggest wrist snipe I've ever seen from a man. No, I'm just kidding. Probably not. But it was a good goal. Great goal. It's 2-0 Avs. At 15:45, Parker Kelly gets called for tripping, giving Detroit their second power play. The Avs are able to easily kill this one as well, and after the first 20 minutes, it's 2-0 Colorado. Period 2, shortly into the second, at 1:24, Ross Colton puts in a rebound on the doorstep to make it 3-0. The assist coming from Brock Nelson and Josh Manson. At 2:40, Parker Kelly collides with Eric Gustafsson, drawing a tripping penalty, giving the Avs their first power play. It gets killed, but not for lack of trying, as they were throwing everything at Gibson. Detroit starts to push harder for a goal, but Blackwood continues to make key saves. Then at 13:33, Nathan Mackinnon scores his second of the game on a one-timer sent over by Arturi Lehkonen. It's 4-0 Avs, and Detroit decides to swap out John Gibson for Cam Talbot. At 17:13, old JT Compher gets called for tripping, giving Colorado their second power play. This one gets killed. With 7 seconds remaining, we get a scuffle around the Wings' net, resulting in a couple penalties just before the end of the second, and it's 4-0 Avalanche heading into the third. Period 3, this one feels basically out of reach for Detroit, but it's not over till it's over. We see the Wings have some pretty good puck possession in the opening minutes of the third, but at 7:35, Parker Kelly backhands one in on a dirty rebound to make it 5-0. Assist from Yoel Kiviranta and Jack Drury. As time expires, Detroit is just trying to keep it out of their own net, and after 3 periods of hockey and the Wings getting booed off the ice by their own fans, The final score for this one is 5-0 Avalanche. We end this one with a great interview between Eric Johnson and Nathan Mackinnon that makes me laugh. And I'm sure the Condor was rooting for the Avs in this one. Overall, this was a great way to end the road trip. Nathan Mackinnon had a 3-point game with 2 goals. Brent Burns, Ross Colton, and Parker Kelly all got on the board. We got to see Mackenzie Blackwood get his 3rd shutout of the season with 28 saves, and he looked like a dog between the pipes. Nathan MacKinnon has broken 90 now with 39 goals and 52 assists for 91 points on the season, and the Avs now have 81 points, still at least 9 points out of reach of any team in the league. At least the last time I checked when I wrote this down. We'll see about that later. The next game has us facing off against the Red Wings again, this time at home on Monday, February 2nd at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. But until then, as always, I'm your host, Prescott Chambers for the Av Attack. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.